Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about debt ceiling what ifs. Talking about three different scenarios that were examined by Moody's Analytics, which, if you're not familiar with this firm, they are a financial intelligence firm. They try to provide information so business owners can make the best decisions they can. That's their gig. They ran some scenarios, ran the numbers, and they came up with some forecasts that are definitely worth noting. We're going to start with the two options when it comes to an actual default. The United States defaults on its loans. The Republican Party says, no, we're not raising the debt ceiling. A short default will trigger a mild recession and 1 million people will lose their jobs. A longer default, one where the situation isn't fixed quickly, will result in 7 million people losing their jobs and household wealth dropping by $10 trillion as the stock market loses about 20% of its value. Neither one of those are good, right? These are both really bad scenarios. The third scenario that they put together is what happens if Republicans get their way with the spending cuts. You know, part of this is the Republican Party trying to leverage the debt ceiling to engage in a show for its lesser informed base and engage in spending cuts that don't actually get to a balanced budget, and somehow trying to pretend that that's helping the debt, the deficit. And it just, anyway. So, reduction in government spending of the type the Republican Party is looking at, meaning leaving the things off the table that they say they're leaving off the table and all of that. It will cause a recession, a loss of 2.6 million jobs, and an unemployment rate going up to 6%. They would expect that to occur in 2024. This is how the Republican Party plans on helping the American working class by apparently putting a little bit more than 2.5 million of them out of work, causing a recession, increasing unemployment. This is from Moody's Analytics. I don't think that it really needs to be repeated, but I do want to point out that the Republican solution, as far as the spending cuts, are actually more devastating to the U.S. economy than a default. I think that should be remembered. A short-term default, you're looking at losing 1 million jobs and a mild recession. A spending cut, to the degree the Republican Party is talking about, and just cutting all of this the way they're saying they want to, and doing it all at once, and really just battening down and pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps, puts 2.5 million people out of work, causes a recession. I don't know about you, but I don't like any of these options. I don't think that this is good for the country. I don't think this is putting America first. I think this is trying to create a situation in which a recession hits in 2024 so they can blame Biden. I think they are intentionally trying to throw the American worker under the bus. That's the way it appears. This information, it's not a secret. The Republican Party has access to this. So, if they move forward with it, you have to assume that they're okay with this. And since all of this is elective, none of this actually has to happen right now, they're choosing to do it. This isn't a situation where it's like you have to act now or something bad is going to happen. This is something they are choosing to do at this moment when the economy is teetering. The only logical explanation is they want it to go down right before the election. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.